Hi, Capricorn. The new moon's coming up in Pisces at the end of this week, Saturday, the 13th of March. And as the moon gets darker and darker, we have a tendency in Pisces season to be a little bit fantastical, to be a little bit dreamy. And because of the way that that new moon is reflecting with Venus at this moment, it's it's particularly fantastical and dreamy when it comes to our romantic connections. So it can make things seem like they are beautiful and dreamy when they're actually not, and we're not paying attention to red flags. So this reading is all about looking out for those things that you're not aware of when you're, I guess, enjoying, appreciating the romantic moments as they are. Not meaning to be a Debbie Downer on y'all. But sometimes there's things that we don't know, that we, the blind spots, right? That we need to find out about. I'm going to pull a card for that, but while I'm shuffling real quick, I want to let you know that I'm Michele B. And if you love my vibe, you love my energy, make sure and subscribe, because I post readings for you 2 or 3 times a week. Okay. So what you don't know is they're already in a commitment with somebody else. Okay. I think you may have an inkling about this. There's this, it's not that they're juggling you with another person. Their commitment is to someone else. And you may or may not, you may know, but maybe you don't realize how deep that connection is. You might be imagining some kind of commitment with them like this, but it's actually that they're having it with someone else. All right, so there you go. Debbie Downer time. Sorry, Capricorn. So there's all kinds of ways that can negatively impact you when you're imagining like some trajectory with this other person. I don't feel like they're lying to you about it though. I feel like you're just not listening. That's the main thing. They're not lying. You're just not listening. You're not hearing it. They might be saying it in subtle ways. They might be saying it very clearly, but you're like, you don't believe it for some reason. What's your advice? The Hierophant has come up. So I feel like the advice that is coming out is for you to definitely stay in the present, right? Make a good assessment on what it is that, like, what's the proof that they want some kind of committed relationship with you? Have they given you any evidence at all that they do want a committed connection with you? Right? Is there proof of that? So let's be objective about the whole thing, and then pivot from that place to being like, what is it that I really want then? And I feel like it's a lot about prayers, because you see how he's pointing to the heavens. It's a lot about asking for guidance from the universe, source, God. It's guidance on being led to something that is the connection that you want. I feel like there's a lot of confusion between fantasy and reality here in this situation. I mean, both of these cards are about commitment and relationship, like a marriage under God, right? Under the church, a marriage under the church, a marriage like an official celebrated commitment. Both of those, the Hierophant and the Four of Wands, are about marriage. And I feel like even if they don't have someone else they're committed to, they're not there. That's the fantasy that you have. So, yeah. Why do you think that? It's because you want it so badly. I feel like you're creating your own story because you want that so badly. So why not go to exactly what you want? If you're going to set up your dating profile, your social media dating profile, and in the past you've been avoiding writing in it, I'm looking for someone that I can marry and have a family with. You haven't put that in there because you're afraid you're going to chase them off if you say it. You're going to chase them off anyway. You're going to imagine the two of you are not going to be on the same wavelength. You want to attract that. You want to attract the person that wants to get married, right? The person that wants the family, that wants the commitment. Put it on your freaking profile so that's what you attract to yourself. Like make it up front. I'm looking for somebody that I can get married with. If that freaks them out, let them go. If that's something that they conscientiously want, then they're going to stick around and get to know you a little bit better to see if the two of you are compatible for that. Long-term trajectories of the connection that you're with, connection that you're in at this moment. Who knows, right? Long-term trajectory. It's all changeable at any time. There's no such thing as fate, okay? It's just what's most likely according to the path that you've been on so far. There's a Queen of Wands. This is you coming into a renaissance in yourself. Changing, pivoting from being the person that is like sneakily trying to pander to people that don't have the same goal as you do. You're like not being so like sneaky and covert about it, and just being straightforward right out in front. This is what I want, and if you want that with me, come on over here, okay? So the positive energy is pivoting from going from you putting out the energy into that person, into somebody else. It's pivoting into the other people's energy coming back to you. So in this connection that you're with this other person, give them space. The Queen of Wands always gives her partners space, all right? Give them plenty of space to come to you. Don't chase them, all right? So that's something you need to know for sure. Make sure that you keep your eyes on the prize. The Queen of Wands knows she's patient. Everything works out in its time, exactly when it should. But she always knows what she wants. She just doesn't know the path it's going to take to get there. This is where I got to close out. Capricorn, I love you, and I will see you later.